Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day today. Today is, it's officially spring, guys, and I am so excited about that because I love the springtime. I love the flowers and I love... You know what? That's actually kind of perfect for what I'm going to be talking about today. I didn't even realize that. I just started saying things. Okay, let's go with this. Welcome back to Apostolic M and another word of the day. I hope you guys are doing well. Like I was saying, springtime is my favorite time because everything is coming back to life from the winter. And you got all these beautiful flowers and like the grass is turning green again, and it's just so beautiful. And something that I absolutely love is the rain and like the storms, like the thunderstorms and things like that. It's amazing to go back onto my back porch and to sit on our porch swing and just swing, and because it's screened in. It's a screened in back porch, and so we have a swing thing back there, and it's so nice to just sit out there and hear the rain on the rooftop and the thunder in the background and everything. I just love it. It's beautiful. And today, what I want to talk to you guys about is some storms that sometimes we gotta go through. And this hits home with me because this is something that I feel like I've been going through a lot here lately. It just seemed like all of a sudden, okay, I was praying, Lord, I'm going to become stronger for you. And a week would go by and I'm like, God, what's going on? I want to be stronger and I'm feeling so weak and all these things are coming at me. And then he would remind me, you asked me to make you stronger. And so I'm like, okay, Lord, make me stronger. And then another week would go by and I'm like, what is going on? I don't understand. And I was like, I just want to be stronger and I feel so weak. And he's like, you asked me to make you stronger. And so that's happened for a few weeks. And it just seems like I've been going through, I've just been struggling. I've been trying to keep my head above water. So I'm trying to be right. I'm trying to be pleasing to him and not just be a sinner. I'm trying to stay away from all of that stuff, because if we're honest, what does the word say? It says it's a season, it's pleasure. How does that go? It's in Proverbs. It's just for a season, though. The pleasure of sin is just for a season. But that can tell you that sometimes sin is, and I'm not talking about going and doing this and doing that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about choosing to just kind of be lazy. That's a sin too. The word talks about that. And so I'm over here and I'm like, God, I don't want to be lazy. I don't want to bitter. I don't want to be bitter. I don't want to have hatred or envy or any of those things in my heart, God. I want to not be in that. And I've been trying to keep my head above that. And then it's just, I'm like, God, make me stronger. And it just seems like there's a lot of things that have come against, and I'm like, God. And there's been so many times I just broke down and I started crying and I'm like, God, I know that you work all things for my good, but sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard. And the thing is, I've been praying, Lord, whatever you gotta do to me, do it. And Lord, if you have to break me, break me. If you have to empty me, empty me. If you have to me, do whatever you have to do so that I can be better, so that I can be the woman of God that I'm supposed to be, that you have made me to be. His word says that before I formed thee, I knew thee. Or before, how does that go? I don't want to just misquote it. It's in Jeremiah 1:5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. Okay, I was right. Before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. And I love that scripture. That's probably one of my favorite scriptures right there, because it's reassuring that God, even when I don't know, you knew before I even got here what you was going to do with my life. And you knew the things that you had planned for me. And so I can be reassured in knowing that sometimes. And so I'm like, God, that's the woman that I want to be. That's what I'm striving to get to be pleasing to you and to be what you have created me to be. That's what I'm going for. So do whatever you got to do to me. Just help me not to be wrong. I just want to get it right. I want to make it to heaven. I want to be pleasing to you. And so I've been praying these things here lately. And this is what I have to say about that. If you don't want to have to face anything, don't pray that. Don't pray that. Because He will make you go through things in order to strengthen you. You know what I'm saying? He will give you opportunities to be stronger. It's just like there's been a lot of people, they said, if you are not ready for this, do not pray for patience, because God will give you plenty of opportunities to have patience. He's not going to just be like, oh, you want patience? Okay, when you wake up in the morning, you'll have patience. And that's just going to be simple. You're just going to, be patient with people and things. No. That's a process that you'll have to go through. He'll give you plenty of opportunities to be more patient, and a lot of those opportunities are going to be stretching you to be more patient, and they're going to be testing your patience definitely, so that you can be like, okay, I'm like really ready to explode, and then He's like, but you wanted patience, and so it's the same thing when you're asking for strength. And I was like, Lord, whatever you have to do to me, I pray you do it, because I just want to be stronger. I want to be the woman that you have created me to be. And so He's definitely given me plenty of opportunities to be stronger. And I can't say that I've come through victorious every time He's given me an opportunity, because there's many times that I have not chosen, no, that's definitely not a word. Chosen, I think that's the right word I'm looking for. I have not chosen. Sorry guys, to be stronger. And but I'm thankful He keeps giving me opportunities. I'm thankful He's still working on me, right? And even though it's hard, it's worth it. It's so worth it. And because we're going to come out stronger, and we're going to come out better for it. For whatever storm you're in right now, allow it to work you. And it's like, okay, so what are you made of? What are you going to choose to become in the midst of your storm? It all depends on what you're made of. Think, when you excuse me, when you put an egg in boiling water, it comes out hard, right? But when you put a potato in boiling water, it comes out soft, right? So what are you made of? what are you going to come out like? In the middle of the storm, in the middle of the trial, when God's giving you opportunities to be stronger and to be greater and to have more patience and to be more loving and all these different things, to be more giving. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, Jesus. Are you going to choose to allow, like the egg, to get hard? Is that the person you're going to choose to be? To become bitter and to become hard-hearted? To become just angry and hateful? Or are you going to choose to allow the storm to make you better for the kingdom of God? To have a better heart, to have a more loving heart like Jesus, to become softer like Jesus. This is something good. I was talking to my mom the other night, and I'm like, I just don't know how I'm supposed to do this. It's hard. I don't know how. And then God quickened me, and He reminded me of that scripture that talks about how they literally spat on His face, on Jesus' face. They spat upon it, and He still left me in that house. And I'm over here, and I'm like, I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know how to handle this. I don't know. It's hard. They spat on His face. God, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, they spat on Him. And He still loved them. He didn't rise up and punch them in the face, even though He could have done that, but He didn't. Because, listen, Jesus was 100% human too. He was 100% God. But He was also, He took on flesh. He took on this nature so that He could give us the power to overcome. He walked on this earth showing us that we can be better than the flesh. With Him, we can be better than the flesh. And so that fleshly part of Jesus probably did want to punch Him, probably did want to be like, okay, you're dead, because He had all power. But He didn't. He let them spit on Him and punch Him in the face and mock Him and ridicule Him. I mean, I was talking to somebody in my church, and I was like, can you imagine if, like, He really did, like, when they were mocking Him and saying, oh, you're supposed to be God, if He was like, you want me to show you? You know, I was just like, can you imagine? But He didn't, because He was loving and caring and kind and compassionate and patient and long-suffering and gentle and kind and good. And I messaged someone and I said, I want to be more like Jesus, but it's so hard. It is. But I'm going to allow the storms to help me to become stronger, because I can't do it without. I can't be the woman I'm supposed to be if it wasn't a little bit hard. And it's just like the springtime, like I was saying at the beginning of this video. It rains a lot, but that's why we have flowers in the spring. And that's why everything comes back to life, and we have the rain to thank for that, because it makes things grow again like it was supposed to. It's the rain and the sunshine that comes back after the winter time, and everything is set in motion the way God created it to be. But if it wasn't for the rain and a little bit of the storm, then, you know, where would it all be? So, in your storm and in your trial, choose to come out greater. That's what the storm is created for, to make you greater. And it's hard, yes, I know, trust me. I have wanted to just scream. I know. But God is still in control. He is the God of the storms. It's like that song, He's the God of the hills and He's the God of the valleys. And then there's another song that said, He's the God in the day, He's the God in the night, He's God in the mountain and in the valley. I'm trying to think of how that song goes. He's the God of the good times and the God of the bad times. In the midst of it all, He's still God. And He sees you exactly where you are, and He is actually maybe the one that put you there to make you better. But you have to choose whether you're going to be greater or not. What are you made of? Are you going to be like the egg, or are you going to be like the potato? It all depends on what you're made of. What are you going to choose to be made of? There's so many different scriptures that I could take you to, but the one I want to take you to, just here at the end, Be merciful unto me, O God, be merciful unto me, for my soul trusteth in thee, yea, in the shadow of thy wings will I make my refuge until these calamities be overpast. He's still God. He's still the same God that He was in the good times as in the bad times. And so we can still trust that He's going to be there. And it says, I will make my refuge. It says, yea, in the shadow of thy wings will I make my refuge until these calamities be overpast. He is the only one that we're going to be able to run to. So, are you going to choose to run away from Him because you're just tired? Because it's too hard? Or are you going to choose to run to Him because He's the only help that we ever can have? He can be our hiding place. He is our refuge. He is our shelter. So, you have to choose. I'm trying to find a scripture. I can't remember exactly what it is. Exactly where it is. I know it's in the Psalms. I know, I'm pretty sure it's out of the 63, but it's not 62. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'll put it in the description below. But it's hard sometimes, but we still have to choose to allow it to work us for the better, because that's what it's intended to do. So what are you made of? Are you going to be greater like God intended? Or are you going to become bitter and angry and hard? It's hard sometimes, but it's worth it in the end, because you're going to come out a better person. So don't give up, keep holding on, choose to be the better person, and allow the storm to work on you as it was intended to do. Keep holding on, keep having faith, keep fighting, and I will see you guys in the next